Hello everyone, welcome to Timekeep. My name is Dan and today I have another watch for you. This is a Casio I got at a garage sale a few years ago, and I believe I paid $1 for it. You can tell it's a little dirty. It has some dirt under the lugs and by the pushers, and it has some dirt on the crystal and also some paint on this side. So today I'm going to be cleaning it and see if we can get it running. We'll pair it with a new bracelet and we'll see how it looks. So let's get started. Before I open the watch, I want to clean it a little bit. I want to take this dirt out from under the lugs and because I don't want it to get inside the case. Now I want to cover my workbench because I don't want that dirt to be on my bench. So we'll use a pegwood to agitate this dirt and get it out of here. This is what I call accumulative DNA. Usually with these Casios, they never get washed or cleaned. People wear them for years. I believe this one is from the 80s. So let's clean it. Let's get some of this dirt out. So notice I'm using a pegwood so I don't scratch anything and I don't damage anything, because wood will not scratch stainless steel, and this watch is stainless steel. I will speed up through this process so you don't have to sit through the whole thing. Alright, now that we cleaned the watch a little bit, I can go ahead and see if I can remove the stains and the paint on the crystal. And what I use for cleaning these watches usually is a glass cleaner that I get from Costco, which is this one right here. And this is what I use. So once you spray it, it creates a layer of foam. And then you can just wipe it off. Hey, all the paint is coming off. See, that's why I recommend using something like that. It works really well on stains and stuff like that. So, and it doesn't damage anything. Hey, the watch is actually not in a bad condition. It looks pretty good after wiping it. It was just dirty, I guess. I mean, there are some scratches here and there, but they're really not that bad. So there is some dirt still stuck under, like in the crevices by the case back. We'll see if we can get that taken care of after I remove the case back. Okay, that looks good to me. It's a big difference, right? I mean, the paint came off pretty easy. I was afraid I won't be able to take off the paint. And like I said, there are some scratches on the crystal. I'll show you on the close-up camera. You can see there are scratches on it, but they're all micro scratches. They're not too bad. Nothing too deep. Okay, so let's open it and see what's going on the inside. Now, this is a snapback case. It doesn't have any screws or anything. By the way, this is Casio 155 is the module, and the model number is B815. B815 here. And then 155 is the caliber. And this is made in Japan. So yeah, like I said, this is probably from the 80s. Let's open it. You can see in one of the corners there's a little notch that you can open it from right here. Slide this under and pry it open. Okay. All right. Okay. It's not too bad. There's some dirt on the case back by the lugs area over here. But other than that, it's actually not too bad. Let's see. This is the gasket. Let's remove the gasket. Okay, that's an interesting gasket. I don't know if I'll be able to find something like this. So I better keep it clean, because we're gonna be reusing that. And I think to change the battery, I have to take out the module. Looks like. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, let's put this aside. The battery is held on by this cover plate, and it latches on this side and this side. So we need to unlatch these two sides so that we can take it out. Let's do the other side, and the battery should come out. There we go. All right. So this one is BR 2016. I'm assuming that's the same one as the CR 2016. You can see there's a little bit of, maybe it had a battery leak at some point that was cleaned. So hopefully it works. Or maybe moisture. I don't know. It looks super clean. Let's install a new battery and see if we can get it going. Here's a new battery. And let's cover it. I don't think it's sitting correctly. Let's see. It needs to be centered. There we go. Okay. All right. It's not working. Okay, let's see. Where's the AC reset on this? So you can see the AC is written right here. And then there's an arrow going this way. So I'm assuming that's the AC right here. Let's try it. We'll insert one end of the tweezers in here, and ooh, there we go. It worked right away. Because as soon as I put the tweezers in here, it made contact with this plate and the AC point right here. So there we go. That's another reset. Yeah, it's working. Now, like I said, the case is not in a bad condition. We still have a little bit of dirt in here, so let's get that taken care of. Alright, oops, okay, here's the problem. So the crystal came off when I was trying to clean it. So I think the glue has dried up, so we're gonna glue that. Now I know the crystal needed to be glued again, so let me clean underneath it since we have access to this area. I think the case is clean enough. Let me clean the case back as well. Like I said, there's a little bit of dirt right here and a little bit on that side, so that should be easy to clean. There we go. Yeah, I think that should do it for the case back. It's not too bad. Okay, let's glue the crystal. Now, the pushers are on the right side, I think. Let's Yes, so the pushers are on the right side. So this is the top and this is the bottom. I don't have this adhesive film, so I'm just gonna use some super glue. I think that should work. Now I don't want to put too much, so I'm just gonna put a very thin line. Just like that. And I gotta be a little quick because I don't want this glue to set before I can put the crystal on. Okay, we got one more side. Okay. And like I said, the pushers are on the right side, so this will be the top and this is the bottom. So let's insert the crystal. There we go. And I'm just gonna put a little pressure on it for a few seconds. And that should do it. I'm gonna wait for it to get dry a little bit before I insert the module. Alright, now that it's dry, I can insert the module and close the case. So here's the module. This is very simple. It's a really simple watch. Nothing complicated about it. No solar cell, no... I don't know if it has alarm. It doesn't even have alarm. Yeah, it's very, very simple. Okay, let's do that. Okay, looks good. I want to test the pushers before I close it. Okay. So that's how you adjust it. And then, well, let's see. That's how you select. And then that's how you set. There we go. Yeah, it's working fine. Alright, let's close it. And that's the top and this is the bottom. Before I close it, I shouldn't forget I need to put the gasket on, which is this one right here, and I need to clean it. So let's do that. And I believe it goes this way. There we go. Alright, now again, this is the top. This is the bottom, so that's the right orientation. And we can close the watch. There we go. Yeah. Well, and all that is left is to put a bracelet on it. I do have a lot of Casio bracelets, so I found one that would be perfect for it. It's not new, but it's a vintage Casio bracelet. It's a little bent from here, but it's really nothing that bad. It's just a little, it looks a little bent. It's also made in Japan. Yeah. I'm gonna clean the bracelet a little bit before I put it on the watch. Alright, let's put it on the watch. Here's one side. Okay. And then we'll do the other side. Alright, here's the watch. It's all done. Like I said, it has a few scratches on the crystal, but they're not that bad. The band is nice. It goes really well with the watch. The case is clean now. It is working. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.